If you hate flying as much as I do, we found some gear that might make it a little better. And while a bag won't solve all your problems, at least it'll ensure you don't forget to pack your underwear. So let's check it out.
Imagine you're traveling with a single bag. Unheard of. Until now. No more having to deal with checking in your luggage because the BAGSMART Blast Pro 40-liter backpack is a pocket hoarder's dream. Packed with smart organization, it's got hip, chest, and even load lifting straps that are typically only found on hiking bags. So even if you can't decide and just pack your whole wardrobe, at the very least, you won't be complaining about back problems anytime soon. Made of what feels like ripstop nylon, plenty of pockets we'll go through later, and a hint of that mint green pop of color. It's not as stealthy as I would personally prefer, but does still look tasty nonetheless. This bag looks like a tank and is built like one too. Using premium YKK zippers is a surprise, given the bag is just over $100 only. They're smooth like butter, and while not completely waterproof, we tested it to ensure that if you got caught in the rain, it shouldn't be an issue inside. A few other key features include the hidden RFID pocket to avoid any sneaky links trying to cop a feel of your credit cards, as it can fit my whole hand inside, so you can store your credit cards and other IDs, passport, phone, and extra cash, as no one would even suspect it's sandwiched between your back. However, you can't have a luggage replacement if you didn't get as much space as one. Thankfully, their clamshell opening of the main compartment gives you full view of everything you've packed, so not only is it quick to get in and out, it's easy to store everything back in place when it's time to go. And let me tell you, knowing exactly where your deodorant, underwear, and pajamas are without having to dump everything out to get it is super clutch when you're halfway around the world. When packed up, nothing feels loose. The 3 grab handles make it easy to carry, and when all tightened, you can feel the padding working overtime for you. So diving straight into what we're carrying in the first quick access pocket on top, a packable clothing hanger by HÄNG. Not something I thought I'd ever say, as I guess you never know when you need to keep your shirt wrinkle free. Having a hanger that fits in your pocket but then transform into a full-size model is actually clutch. Now, I wouldn't throw your winter jacket on this, but it is made of a pretty tough plastic, so it's perfect for your favorite pair of underwear you refuse to throw out. And when done, bing bang boom, fitting in the palm of my hand.
Speaking of traveling, while BAGSMART keeps your physical gear safe, you're pretty naked in the digital world. Whether you're connecting to public Wi-Fi's or just trying to access your bank account back home and they think you're some stranger halfway across the world, it can be tricky. So thanks to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this segment and providing a simple and affordable solution to prevent that headache to begin with. Basically, you can trick the interwebs into thinking you're digitally somewhere else in the world, which is super useful when traveling. You'll still have access to your shopping apps, gaming in specific regions, and streaming sites with movies and shows that may be locked to specific countries only. Unlike other services you pay for, you just need one Surfshark account and you can log in and use it unlimited across all your devices. Plus, they have 3,200 servers available to access in over 100 countries, so you won't have any issues pretending to be digitally located somewhere else in the world. Plus, your subscription also includes their other services like my favorite, Alternative ID, creating a completely separate digital copy of you, so you don't have to use your real names, addresses, and even emails. They also include antivirus and even data breach notifications too, letting you know when your data may have been leaked. So basically keeping you safe online in every corner of the interwebs. The best part, if you end up not needing it, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Head over to surfshark.com/accessorizeme or use code accessorizeme at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Now, let's get back to packing.
Now that quick access pocket flips fully open, allowing you to see everything inside, along with this split zippered pocket, holding some of our daily essentials, wink wink, but also this, which I wouldn't take flying, but it is a conversation starter for road trips to foreign cities or something. It's a Zippo, but pencil sharpener. Yeah. You heard that right. I'm not exactly sure if it's officially from Zippo or if it's a custom made, but it's vintage and one of the coolest things I carry that everyone asks about, which is kind of the point. Sometimes you just need something interesting to whip out of your pockets. And that alone could be enough reason to take this with you, because who even still uses HB pencils anymore? Oh yeah, thankfully it's also still just as fun to fidget with too. The pocket flap is held open thanks to these sidewalls, ensuring nothing falls out when grabbing your goodies. Like this, a really tiny towel. that when unpacked and folded open is actually a pretty useful size. Whether it's for your face, hands, or just to clean off a spill, the quick drying material works shockingly well given how thin it feels. Sort of like a fancy microfiber cloth, but with details like a tiny clip sewn in. So you can hang this off your bag or pants and have your sweat towel ready to deploy at all times. However, folded and packed away, it takes up less space than a set of AirPods. Although comment down below if you think this is average size still. Plenty of space left inside for the important gear, and also some fun ones like this Anbernic RG35XX Pro. A retro emulator console for about $50. This is my whole childhood in a box. The matte black finish is always a nice bonus too. Buttons are clicky, shoulder buttons placed comfortably, and also dual joysticks, which is rare for such a small device. Packed with over 30 emulators, you can upload all the ROMs that you obviously legally own a real copy of too. And now, instead of doom scrolling on your phone, you can just rage quit in God of War while waiting in line at the airport. The pocket itself is soft line, perfect for screens and other sensitive items, but packs away fairly flat too. So for anything larger, there's the water bottle pocket fitting my giant mug of choice, paired with the safety strap keeping it from swinging around, which I personally prefer over a large pocket as it can hold my average size bottles comfortably too, without having to dig too deep to find them. The front side has one large mesh pocket, and although it can stretch, it doesn't offer a lot of volume. It's sort of see-through, so don't keep any valuables there. However, great for anything that needs to breathe a little, like this Nedrelow all-wool pouch, which was originally designed for passports with its magnetic lip closure. It's satisfying, comfy, and thick with a double C, making it perfect to double as a padded pouch for gear, or in my case, toys. This Microman telescope robot from the 80s, or at least that's what the listing calls it, and they actually work as functional binoculars, which is super cool. However, pull a few knobs and turn a few tubes, you get a fully transformed robot toy with articulating arms. Again, a very non-useful but very fun piece to carry with you that will definitely get the ladies excited when you pull this out of your front pocket instead of your other tiny toys. Around front, I'd call this the essentials pocket, packed with sleeves, a pen slot, and a larger pocket underneath. Great for gear you don't need right away, but is good to have nearby, like a travel adapter, which is a must when traveling, and the Momax One World version is jam-packed with features. Dual USB-C able to output 100 watts, dual USB-A ports, and a secondary AC plug too. All that with your standard universal adapters around back, so this will keep you charged anywhere in the world. This mesh sleeve pocket is large enough for additional gear as well, and there's also a keyring included as well, which I've clipped on this mini Satechi SSD enclosure. Supporting those tiny NVMe 2230 SSDs, the case itself just looks really cool, with a built-in fan to try and keep itself cooled, but while it can reach speeds of 10 gigabits per second, its small size does limit itself for any sustained amount of work, as it will eventually heat up over time, so I find it's perfect as a photo dump solution to save your phone storage over time, but also it just looks freaking cool. The opposite pocket doesn't stretch as much, but is fairly deep and spacious still, more than enough to hold my cutlery. Yeah, like forks and knives kind of cutlery. From Pineland Cutlery, this is the Carnivore personal dining set, a full drawer inside this flat box. With twist-on handles and a fork and knife option, it feels like using, well, full-size utensils. Made of metal and a nice grippy texture on the handles, they've even included sharpening stones that integrates into the case, which the lid doubles as a hand guard too. However, I wouldn't expect this to be replacing my pocket knife anytime soon. Beside that, I consider this a backup to my backup battery. The Nitecore NB Air has 5000 milliamps of power, not the biggest, but for the size, worth keeping on hand, because its best feature is this. Whoa-bam. Fully waterproof with an IPX7 rating, so you know that even if all your other gear fails, you can count on this to survive. Now the front pocket itself spans the whole face of the bag. I'm able to fit the switch deck inside comfortably, but it isn't super padded, so try and avoid anything too fragile in here. However, that pocket is barely a slither of what the back can hold, because inside is where the magic happens. Essentially like a giant luggage compartment with double straps to keep things tidy and compact, perfect to hold in my packing cubes of choice from Gravel, mainly because they're zipperless. A first I've seen, but uses Velcro Velcro and the magic of origami, which essentially means you're not limited to one size anymore. It's made of a really thin but tough nylon-like material with mesh on the flaps to let things breathe, so you can pack a single t-shirt without wasting any space, or go ham with a few days of underwear, and this is able to take the shape of whatever's inside. Plus, it comes in multiple sizes for an even more organized carry solution. Underneath that, I've added the Dispatch Shoe Tote, possibly the most high-tech shoe bag you'll ever use. With fidlock magnetic buckles, a roll top, and premium nylon construction, it's originally designed to carry gym shoes to and from work, with the mesh walls letting them air out properly too, but it's also durable enough to travel with as well if you can't live without your unks or something. Plus, the magnets are so satisfying when they lock shut. When the main compartment is empty, the soft walls of the bag don't have much structure, which is great if you don't want to look like a turtle when it's empty and it doesn't stick out. Moving along to the front flap, they've integrated a water-resistant pocket designed for toiletries. So that's one less pouch you have to remember to bring yourself. Inside, I've paired it with the Matador Packable laundry bag. Stuffed inside this square-sized pouch, it unfolds to what feels like a duffel-sized bag, made of a thin nylon so it's lightweight yet can hold quite a bit. And now you can separate your dirty clothes from the clean ones while traveling, so you don't end up wearing the same underwear twice. Again, with additional features like clips to hang it like an actual laundry basket, along with a front zip so you can easily dump it and leave it on your floor for a week when you finally get home. Don't worry, staying organized should not cost you more, as BAGSMART also has an integrated shoe or dirty clothing compartment that you can flip open, allowing you to separate the clean clothes right inside the bag too. Now that's everything around front, but around back is where the most important gear goes. With dual sleeve pockets for all your devices, combined with the padding galore along the sides and lifted pockets so it never hits the floor, fitting up to a 15.6-inch laptop, which you can pair with an iPad or portable screen too. In front of that is another large mesh pocket, more so for flatter items so it's not digging into your tech behind it. So I've got the Satechi OntheGo 3-in-1, which will cover you for the rest of your charging needs. Unfolded, it has 2 wireless chargers and an Apple Watch charger built in, which includes a MagSafe 15-watt fast charger option for your phone. So now that's one less cable to remember to pack with you. Oh, and it can also double as a nightstand too. Magnets, am I right? It doesn't end there, because behind all of that, a secret smaller pocket fitting my whole hand inside so passports, cash, and other documents can stay hidden away. But if you've gotten this far, who doesn't love a packing montage? With dedicated pockets for everything, it's relieving to know exactly where everything is, especially when traveling with anxiety like I do. There's 3 large grab handles so you can easily grab it quickly in any overhead bin, but also a luggage handle strap to make the perfect pairing on any longer trip too. And with how much you can and will pack inside, they've doubled down on padding, not only along the backside but in the straps too. So with everything clipped and tightened in, it's comfortable, tight to the body, and I know nothing is falling off. Now all I have to do is get over my fear of flying though.
Comment down below what bag we should check next, but that's it. I rest my giant travel bag.